Not even 50. It's only about 48. At about, it's about 10 a.m. So it's a little chilly today and damp too from the rain last night. See how much I got all together. There's a chance for rain today, but not much. I think there's more tomorrow. Or was it Tuesday? Wednesday. There's a bigger chance of rain on Wednesday. But it's overcast today, so, and chilly. I guess I want to head over to the farm and see if I can pick some of them pears before it rains again. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty on the ground for the cattle. I'm gonna see if I can pick some for me too. I need to eat some. I like to eat them, but the ones I can't eat, if I can't eat them fast enough, I gotta make apple. I keep saying applesauce. It's pear sauce. I just cook them down. They're too hard to peel, so I just cook them with the skin on. I guess you call it skin. Bear skin. Okay, I'm going to check the rain gauge now. Well, last night around 10, I came out and the rain gauge was showing right around a 1/4 inch. I can't see it right here. But since it rained some more last night, so now I got, let's see, it's not quite 3/4, so that would be 12/16. This is more like 11/16. Yeah, that's what I got, 11/16. It's not quite 3/4, but close to 3/4. All right, that's something. I'll probably dump this later, but not now. I want to see if I'm going to see if it rains again today. There's the Highland girls. Highland cows, I mean. And the 2 bulls, crossbred, they're over here. These 2 are from the big pasture, that herd out there. But I don't need too many bulls out there. So I brought them up here. Eventually I'm going to process him. But I kept him up here with the Highlanders, because I'm hoping that he bred them, but I'm losing hope about that. I saw him trying to breed this summer, but I don't know if he actually got anything done. But there's always a chance that oh, look at him. He used the hay bale as a pillow. And I brought him up this year. That's his little brother. So after he's gone, he'll be taking his place. I got another red one that was born this year. Red bull out there, and next year I'll bring him up. Yeah, next year. Okay. All right. Yeah, I got them all in one view. Yeah. Little damp out there today, a little damp. Yeah, up to wear my boots when I go to the farm and check and pick pears. It's a little cold today, so I gotta dress warmer. I don't think I'm gonna see the sun today. Yeah, it's overcast. I think it's gonna stay that way all day. Yeah, well. Yeah, it's overcast today and cold. Below 50. I guess I'll go sometime today. I'm going to drive down to the bridge or big pasture and check creek. I want to see if the creek's flowing. There's only about 3/4 of an inch, so it's probably not flowing. I've already got a battery here. I better get going. Charge up my phone. Well, it's not raining today, but it's cold. It's only about 50 degrees, and it's a little hazy, like foggy. So there's some like a mist in the air. Okay, I'm ready. It's over. I think it's after 1 p.m. and I'm gonna head over to the farm. I was hoping the sun would come out today, dry up a little bit, but it's not. I'm gonna head over to the farm and check the pear situation, see if there's anything left to pick on the ground or in the trees. I could use some more pear sauce. Okay, ready to start the truck up and head over there to the farm. I think I'll do the time lapse going over there. Okay, I'm at the farm now. Looks like the renter planted wheat on both sides of this, laying out to the woods. And I think my brother's going to plant clover in here next spring. That's his normal routine. Planting clover in the renter's wheat. Okay. There's the old farmhouse, my parents' house. And there's the shed my dad had built over there on the left side. And I'm headed to the pear patch, pear orchard, where the pears are over there next to the pond. Okay, let's go. Well, it's today Monday. Let's see, October 27. Yeah, I'm gonna back into there. Well, at least I'm gonna back over the fence anyway. I think. Although there's a hump there. There's a pear. I see a few pears left on there. I see a few pears. More. Me and my sister, we got most of the pears off of this tree. The one in front here. The last time I was here, because I put a cover on the ground and we shook it. I shook it. So I'm going to do the same with the other ones. At first, I'm going to get the old pears off the ground first for the cattle. Let me back up to this thing. I got it backed up to the fence anyway. Yeah, I got it backed up to the fence. My brother said this fence here, from here to there, is turned off, so I ain't worried about it. I got the bumper hitting it over there. But I can access everything without neighbors' dogs are howling over that way. That sounds like coon dogs from my childhood. Anyway, last time I was here, I did some ringing here on these trees to kill them. My brother threw a fit. Yeah, he said he wanted to save them for shade. Shade for what? Shade. Pears don't need shade. They need more sun. So I wrung them, cleaned up a little bit here. Next time it dries up, I'm gonna try to burn some of this stuff back in there. They're all along the pond's edge, all in there, and here too. My brother cut some of these trees out over here last year, so that was good. Yeah. I don't know why he put them in the pond though. He says it's for the fish, but oh well, that's just the way it is. Anyway, right there is where my grandparents' house, my father's parents' house was right here. Yeah, I remember it. I was about 7 or 8 years old when my father's mother passed away. I remember because I used to walk across from there, across to this my house, or my parents' house. When I was young, there used to be a pathway through the middle of the yard. We always walk across here, go to the house, and I also had to walk across to the barn when I was in school to milk the cow every morning and evening. So there was a well-worn path through the yard there, but not anymore. Anyway, I came in that way. I'm out here. I forgot why I came out here. Oh yeah, pick pears. Yeah, there's a couple pears left on here. We cleaned this one off pretty good the last time we was there. Me and my sister, we cleaned them off. But I'll get the rest of them. I see 3 of them up there. Last time I was here, I found a little apple tree had grown out from the rootstock, which is different than the top. And so I put some soil around it and marked it with some yellow pole and put some grass on it. I won't be able to, I'll try to graft that as the tree gets a little bigger, or stem, the trunk. It's cold enough for the phone to shut down when it gets too cold. Yeah, it's not the battery. It's not the charge anymore, it's just cold. Yeah, I see some pears on there, but I'm gonna pick up, there's a lot of pears on the ground, but I'm gonna knock some of these off. There's some on that one. I'll shake the limbs and let them fall on a cover or a tarp or something I got to collect them. There's one tree over there too. There's plenty on that tree. I probably won't get them all, but I'm gonna get some. But first I gotta pick them off the ground. Yeah, there's plenty on the ground. Here, and that tree. This tree here, I'm gonna prune them all. I'm gonna prune all these back this winter. Cut the tops off this winter. They're too tall anyway. And like I said, I got some pears to pick up. I'm gonna sort through them, and I'll get the best ones. I'll put them in my bucket for eating. But all the rest, I'm gonna pick up for the cattle at my house. Okay, let's start picking. There's my brother's cattle. He's got Black Angus. He rents a bull every summer from somebody. Angus bull. And a few years ago, he got a red Angus out of 2 Black Angus, so he kept it. Anyway, I'm done picking up everything off the ground. I got everything off the ground. I got to work on the trees now, although I don't have enough buckets. So I'm not going to shake them today. I'm not going to shake them. I'm just going to pick off the ones I want. There's the old mama tree that I grafted all these other ones from. Yeah. This tree here has a different rootstock than the top, so I found that out the hard way. Anyway, all these here trees were sprouts from the rootstock. This one, that one, that one, that one, that one. I grafted all them, but this was my first one. That was the first one I grafted. But I didn't graft it right away when it was small, because I thought it was just going to grow up to be like the mama tree. The pears would be the same, but as it got big enough and went and bloomed and made a fruit, the fruits were like this big around and hard as a rock. You couldn't eat them. That's when I realized the rootstock was different. It was like a wild pear, and the top part was grafted on that mama tree. So I did the same thing. I took the grafting off the mama tree and I grafted these smaller ones when they were smaller. Yeah. And I took 2 of them. I already dug up 2 of them and took them to my house. That's the 2 I got there. And while I was cleaning around here this year, I found 2 more small ones. I'm going to probably graft them next spring. And I just found another one over here. I didn't notice it before. I noticed it when I was picking up the pears. Yeah, I got another one there, small one. So I'm going to fix it and mark it like I did those. I put topsoil, some manure around them, and some grass clippings. I put that on there, and then I'm going to I'll put the yellow poles on, and that'll keep it preserved until I'm ready to graft. And this one here, I'll do the same thing to it. But I did it to one over there that I found. I'm going to do the same thing that I did there. I'm going to do over here. We all have 4. Probably this one probably not next year, and that one not next year. I gotta let them get a little bigger before I can graft them. They got to be somewhat as big as the stems on the trees. But I can do those 2 next year. I'll try grafting those 2 again. But anyway, what I picked off the ground so far is this. Those 2 buckets are for the cattle, and that one is, I saved those for myself. But now I got another bucket, plus I want to fill that one up yet. I want to pick some of these lower branches off and even cut them off once I pick off the pears. Yeah, I'm going to pick some of them lower ones off of there too, because they're okay. Those 2 are full. Those are for the cows at my house. That bucket's for me, and I picked some good ones off the tree for my sister who lives near the farm. Yeah. Okay. Before I leave though, I'm going to do something. Yeah, some of these limbs are hanging over pretty far here. I'm going to cut some of these off, just enough so they don't interfere with me walking around. I'm going to leave those for now. Those are all small back in there. I picked off what I could, the bigger ones. I'll come back some other time and pick off the rest of them small ones. I could probably use those. They're harder to cut up, but right now I want to. And there's still some more on the top there. Those aren't too very good. I'll probably use all those for the cattle on that tree. But some of them are still good to cook and eat. Anyway, I'm going to cut some of these limbs off. Not so much down there, but up here. Just cut off these longer ones here. The ones I can reach, and those that are broken off there. And that one's broken off. That one's hanging out too far. Just clean it up a little bit. Just a little bit. I cut a few limbs off here. There. Not too many on that one, but a few. And a few off of this one. And a few off of this one. At least now I can walk around them a lot easier. I have a few pears that fell on the ground. Mostly in this area. Over here. And over here. Okay. Ready to head back to the house. I'm gonna stop at my sister's and give her that bucket. I'm keeping them for eating and making apple. I keep saying apple. Pear sauce, and those 2 I'll give to the cattle. There's still some pears up near the top. There's probably some good ones. I'll have to shake them to get those down. That's how some of these other pears fell down. When I was cutting the branches off, I was shaking the tree a little bit. So, Anyway, I'll get them for the cattle next time. Yeah, I could shake the rest of these. That one not so much. I think those are all for the cattle on that tree. It looks like it's had better days. Like I said, I'm going to trim them all off this winter. About halfway down. At least a third down anyway. Okay. Let's load up and head home. Stop at my sister's and give her that bucket. She might be home by now. Yeah, when it dries up a little bit, I'm going to try to burn that pile, and I'm going to try to burn all this grass here too. Yeah, that was my first grafted pear. There's still a few pears on there. I should get those. Yeah, I think I will. That's the original tree right there that fell over, but it survived long enough for me to get some grafts on and graft the rootstock that was sprouting up over here. From there all the way around. But I said that one was first. I had some more in here a long time ago, but my brother mowed them all down before I got a chance to graft them. But he didn't get those, so I was able to graft those. And then I marked them with a pole. Not those. I didn't have those at the time. I used an old bleach bottle, and finally he stopped mowing it down. Yeah, I'm going to burn all this stuff too, but it's got to be dry, and I'll try to burn some of that over there to clean this up around here, all the way around, so it's easier to get to this next summer. I'm losing battery, I think. This is the old tree. The original. Yeah. Gotta go. I'm not sure if it's a battery or it's just cold. It's cold, and there. That's the old tree. Still alive. Barely. Had some fruit on it this year, but not very much. And it dried up. I can't tell if it's got any leaves on it anymore. So if it survives till next year, that's good. Anyway, there's where I got some grafting material, and I'll pick all these later. These are pretty small. I'll pick them for eating. The smallest ones I'll use for the cattle. Now I want to burn all this stuff too. Keep this area clean now around the pears. I already debarked those there. Got everything loaded into the truck. I'll give that's about 3/4 full. I'll give that to my sister on the way home. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grafted pears here. Oh, it's 6. There's a little bitty one over there that I was going to transplant a long time ago, and I never got around to it. It's still small enough, I think I could dig it out, but I'll have to wait and see. It'll be next spring if I do. Anyway, early spring. Anyway, and there's the mama tree back there, barely surviving. But that's okay. If it dies, I still got all these here to replace her. Okay, I'm headed back to the house. Okay, let's head back to the house. I'm gonna stop at my sister's. There's the old homestead. It's a little crooked here. That's better. Yeah, I grew up. My bedroom was on the left there. Oh, right. The garage. Me and 2 brothers shared that room, that garage room. It was cold too. Cold in winter and hot in summer. It was separate. It had the door there with the flag on it. That's called the breezeway. and the stairs you go through that breezeway from the garage, and it goes down to a stairs, but it also goes up into the kitchen. So, and it's hard to tell from here, but I always used to joke with Mom, and she didn't like it, and Dad too, that this house is backwards. The kitchen there is right behind that tree. The kitchen window is right behind that tree, and Mom wanted the kitchen facing the road, but they also wanted her bedroom, which is on the south end. They wanted that face to south. And the original design of the house has a wider porch, has a lot wider porch in the back. I mean, 3 times as wide as that porch up there. So that was actually the back door. That's what I believe. This was the back door, because when it opens up to the back of the chimney. Yeah, the back of the chimney. You go in, and then the chimney is right to the right, with a little space between the chimney and the wall. Anyway, that's what I believe. That's the back door, because the porch on the back. Another reason my father may have turned it around, besides the south-facing windows for their bedroom, there's 2 bedrooms on the south end. The back porch was very big, at least my back porch, the way we saw it. It was the back porch on the other side of the house. It was very wide, and he used that for firewood. He enclosed it and made it for firewood, and then he would carry the firewood in for the fireplace, which faces the inside of the living room. Anyway, that's what I believe. Mom didn't like it when we joked about the front door was back, because I said, you go in the front door and you're at the back of the chimney. But on the other door is like between the kitchen and the living room. Yeah, so it's like between that kitchen window behind the tree and the dining room table window there, and that door was right back that way. And there was another room on the other side of the kitchen, on the other side of the stairs going down to the basement. I'm starting to steam up here, so I got to get going. Anyway, that's the story about that. Anyway, I grew up in that garage with bunk beds, and my brothers, 2 brothers. The one that was just below me, and the little brother who still lives here. Yeah, I'm fogging up here. I got to open the window. I'm steaming up here. I guess I'm out far enough. Well, my sister's house is way back in the distance back there. I'll stop there and drop off a bucket of pears for her if she wants it. If not, I'll take them both home. I'll cook them up and eat them. I eat them raw, and I eat them cooked. The cooked ones I can put in the freezer. All right, let's head over there. But I'm going to do the, what do you call it? Time lapse. I'm here, but if nobody's home, I'll just leave the bucket. I'll come back for it later, some other day. Okay, I'm gonna back out and do everything. Go home with the keep forgetting the name, time lapse. I left the bucket. I'll send her a text too about it. Somebody's just pulling in. I think it's my niece. We'll find out. Okay, my sister came home, and I dumped the bucket of pears into a bushel basket for them that they had. So I'm ready to head back to my house now. Oh boy. Almost had a run-in with the FedEx truck there around the corner. And I haven't checked yet, but I think I heard all the pears come out of the bucket. I think the bucket flipped over when I pushed on my brake. The bucket slid forward and fell over. So it looks like I'll be sorting the pears in the back of my truck now. There's 3 cattle here, and then there's 2 over that way by the bale. Yeah, they're nibbling on some grass after that rain last night. Oh, I guess I gotta sort some pears now. Well, not too bad. I think at least those kept separate, so that's good. These here I'll have to climb in here and pick it up. Put them back in the buckets. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't hit that FedEx. I don't know why I didn't see it. I think I was looking at that road that goes straight, that goes to the neighbor's ground. Didn't keep my eyes on the road I was going to. That bucket was empty, and it was over here. And this bucket was here, and those 2 buckets were full of apples. I keep saying apples. Those 2 buckets were full of pears for the cattle, and they all fell over that way when I hit my brake. Let's see them. Let me get them out of there. Like I said, I'm just glad that the pears that I'm going to eat have been separated there. They're isolated. These 2 here, I just have to put them back in the buckets too. At least they're not mixed. Okay. Pears are all put back in the buckets. Those 2 buckets for the cattle. I won't feed them today. I'll wait till they're up by the barn, or by the house, in the barn, between the house and the barn, and I'll feed them up there. Usually up there in the morning. And that bucket's for me. I'll wash them first, and then I'll save them for eating. And that's the other thing, a pear sauce. Keep wanting to say pear butter or apple butter, but it's pear sauce. If I cooked it longer, I could make pear butter, but I prefer the pear sauce. Okay, I can unload them now. I'm home now. I was ready home, but no, I'm parked. Or I'm supposed to be parked. Right next to my tractor. Those 2 buckets stay outside for the cattle, and a bucket goes down into the house. And I'll work on them. I'll wash them, and guess I'll see if I can put some in the refrigerator. And the rest I'll have to leave in the bucket till I can process them into pear sauce. I went ahead and carried the buckets of pears down here for the cattle, so I can feed them tomorrow, or the next time they're up by the house here. The next time I come up here, the cattle are up here, probably in the morning. I'll give them a bucket of pears, one of these. There's the cattle still over there. Okay. not going to work on any pears tonight, that's for sure. Gotta go. Battery's low. Phone went dead again. I think it's a cold or low battery, one or the other, or both. Yeah. Anyway, I had to come in and charge my phone up. My spare power bank is dead too. So I'll charge it up a little bit first. Then I'll go back up and bring the pears inside the house. The phone's charged a little bit now. I'll carry this back down to into the house. Yeah, I'll work on it one of these days. No hurry. They don't rot that fast. They keep pretty long. Yeah, even without refrigeration. Now it's about 5:40 p.m. Sun goes down around 6. And I don't think I'll be seeing any sunset tonight. Too cloudy. Still a chance for rain. I think there's more chance for rain on Wednesday though. Yeah, Wednesday's the higher chance for rain. Yeah, but it's overcast and cold. Still around 50. But better than hot though, I guess. Almost forgot I was going to come down to the bridge, to the creek, and see if there was any water flowing from that rain last night. Had about almost 3/4 of an inch. 11/16. So I wanted to see if the water was flowing from that rain. I'm going to park it here by the gate and walk in. I'm going to walk to the bridge, check the creek. I don't need to check the cattle today. North or upstream, south and downstream. Not sure, but I don't think the creek is flowing. That 3/4 of an inch didn't have enough rain to make it flow yet. Maybe the next rain on Wednesday will get it to flow again. There's some water in that stream, but I don't think it's flowing. I think it's just a little puddle. Since I'm out here and it's not dark yet, I'm going to walk up that road and just check the cattle since I'm out here. Looks like I need some dirt or rock in that hole there. Yeah, that's what I was going to do this summer. I was going to order a load of gravel, rock, and have it dumped up at the top of the road like I had before. In case I ever need it, which I always do. We'll see. We'll see. Still got plenty of salt. I was thinking about buying one of them, some of them protein tubs for the cattle, if I can afford it. I don't really need an oiler anymore for flies. Flies are not a problem now, but I leave it up anyway. Give them something to rub on when they come down to the creek or the other pasture by the road. Well, let's go see where the cattle are. I'm sure they're up by the hay. That's where I'm guessing they will be. Yeah, I can see them over there. The white ones are there, the bull and the two white, the white cow and the white bull. The other white, small white bull. They're eating on that hay I rolled out. Well, I think the sun's already going down and I'm losing my light, but I'm going to try something I've never tried before or done before it gets too dark. I had to come back to the truck because my battery on the phone died again. I had it charged up about 60%, but it went down pretty fast. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to back up all the way to the top gate on top of the road. It's not easy to do, at least not for me, but I'm going to give it a shot. I didn't feel like turning around and driving up. So I'm just going to back across the bridge here. I can't hardly see anything. I'm over too far. That's better. I don't want to drive off the bridge either. Okay. The gate's already open behind me. Normally I would just drive in, but just trying something different. Okay, let's keep going. Ground's a little wet, a little damp, but it's not muddy. Okay. Yeah, it's not muddy. Only about 3/4 of an inch yesterday and last night. So, but it was a slow, steady rain. So, okay, now the tricky part, going around this turn here. Gotta watch both mirrors. Okay. Let's see. Am I gonna clear it? Yeah. Okay, now, there I am. Okay, now let's stay on the road. It's getting dark pretty fast, especially with the cloud cover. And the only reason I'm doing this is because while I'm doing this, I'm charging up the phone. I'm just going to make sure I don't run off the road here. Hard to back up on a curved road. Getting there. Okay, I can see the gate. I can see the gate. All right. Okay, I made it. Let's let the phone charge a little bit more. Yeah, it's a little dark. I got a part of the bale over there. Cattle are eating on it, 2 of them. And the rest of the bale's rolled out there. And I got the lighter ones eating on there. Huh. A little white bull, he walked up to me. What are you doing, Bully? Are you trying to breed that white cow again? Okay, well, you done it once. She had a calf this year, so make sure you cover her. You're a little bit late doing that. Yeah, she had a calf this April, past April. Yeah, it's almost too dark out here. Yeah, it's too dark to record anything. There's another cow up there. The mama cow's up there, and there's 2 cows there. Or no, that's a big heifer there. So the red cow's missing, and the calves. Red cow and the calves. This was the last photo I took at 6:19, and then my phone died. Battery went bad. It was only charged about when I was in the truck backing up the truck all the way up that pasture road to the gate. It was supposed to be charging. It charged up to 16%, and I didn't want to wait any longer, so I did a few videos and photos. Yeah. And anyway, this was taken as a photo without the video. I can capture more light when I don't use the video. If I take a photo while I'm taking a video, it's really dark because the videos are darker than this photo. But I never got a chance to take the video part on this one. Anyway, that's the old hay where I feed hay. There's three animals up there. Yeah, the others are off to the side where I rolled that bale down the hill the other day. I guess it was yesterday. Anyway, like I said, around 6:19 this here, and I went back to my truck to charge up my phone, but I waited for about 10 minutes and it still wasn't charged enough to turn on again. So I just drove home, and it finally started. I plugged it back in when I got back to the house, and it was charging all the time it was in the truck. And then when I brought it in the house, I charged it. So from 6:30 to 7, it was still trying to turn on, and it finally turned on around 7 p.m. and it's around 7:10 now. Anyway, it's charging now. Yeah, it must have been pretty dead, the battery. But I'm getting a new one sometime this week. When they contact me, they say the battery's in, I'll take the phone in and have them repair it, and I'll just wait for it. And I'll replace the battery. Okay, it's already paid. The battery replacement is already paid for, so all I can do is bring the phone in, and I'm just waiting for them to contact me to take it in. Anyway, I just want to show this last photo that I took out there with a photo. I'm videoing my photo, put it that way. Okay, that's all for today then. Alright. Hopefully they'll fix it this week, because my battery don't hold a charge hardly at all, the phone battery.